What is going on, guys? We have the 34th Omega Ruby and Alpha Sapphire Wi-Fi battle. Before I get right into this battle, I just have a quick and huge favor to ask all of you. If you guys can leave that awesome like, it'll help support this channel so much. These likes and these videos are not for me, they're for you. I try to keep them daily just for you. So please leave that awesome like and comment. And if you guys haven't subscribed, well, it's not too late. It's always a good time to subscribe. Today we're up against Professor Dick, and I got a new team. I have, not a new team, but, you know, like a completely different mixture, so. My opponent is going to lead off with the Arceus, and I want to lead off with the Galvantula because I want to set up my sticky webs. So I do outspeed it, naturally, and I just go for the sticky webs. We know for a fact this isn't an Arceus normal, but it does have Blizzard. So, and of course it hits, and of course I get frozen. That did a lot, so I can't live another one, so I kind of just have to thaw out, but unfortunately I don't thaw out, but my opponent decides to keep using Blizzard, and luckily I thaw out this turn, and I get my Volt Switch up, and I'm free to get out of here and send out my Tentacruel, which will eat up a Blizzard pretty darn well. I have two Tentacruels. One, the famous Tentacruel that has a weird spread, that has, you know, Swords Dance, and it carries a weakness policy. But this one has Scald, and Sludge Wave, and Rest, and Sleep Talk. It's kind of weird too, but, you know, I kind of like it. I don't have a Tentacruel that, you know, is a Toxic Spiker. Not yet, but. So he's gonna go for the Shadow's Force now, and, you know, that's fine and all, but, you know, that's great, because that just gives me more turn to rack up more Black Sludge. And, you know, Shadow Force hits. It'll hit, and it'll probably hit like a truck. It did a little bit more than I expected, but, you know, I'm just praying that I could just grab one burn, and luckily I did land that one burn, so none of his attack can pretty much kill Tentacruel anymore, and not to mention, I still have the Rest. Chillin'. And he keeps using Shadow Force. You know, I knew that he was burned, and I knew that his physical attacks won't really hurt anymore, so I didn't want to go for Rest just yet. Not yet, you know. He keeps using Shadow Force, but, you know, I mean, at this point, you know, nothing really matters because this Arceus is pretty much gone after this turn, so, you know, any attack wouldn't really have made much of a difference, so I go for that Sludge Wave anyways, and it'll nicely finish off Arceus. So off the bat already, we are fighting against Arceus, but I'm so glad it fell down, so. Here comes the Mew, spelled with Japanese style English letters. He does step on webs. I might outspeed him, but I still don't want to get hit by any psychic moves like, you know, Sidekick or Side Shock. So, great opportunity for me to go into Tyranitar. And as a matter of fact, he goes for Side Shock, but it doesn't quite affect me. So I'm just fearing that this Mew might not have Aura Sphere or something, but you know what, I just like, whatever. I already sent out my Tyranitar, let's just show him what I got, so. I go for the Mega Evolution, and of course I do outspeed him since he did step on webs. So I naturally just go for the D-Dance, hoping that he doesn't go for the Aura Sphere. But as a matter of fact, he doesn't go for Aura Sphere, he has Transform! And now he's at +1 and +1 attack and +1 speed. Basically he copied all of my stats, and that's very dangerous. I decided to just go for the Earthquake, honestly. What I really should have done is went for the Dragon Dance, because not only did he copy my stats, he has way better stats than I do now, after going for his own Dragon Dance. And yeah, this Earthquake would demolish me, so that was well played on my opponent's part. I don't really see Transform Mew too much, but yeah, when I do, it's pretty freaking scary. I'm going to Horton now, and he's going to stay in and go for the Earthquake. It's going to do quite a lot. He has a +2 attack, but it's still not enough, so I go for my own Earthquake. Let me show you what a real Earthquake looks like, and that will, of course, finish off his own fake Mega Tyranitar, man. Get out of here, man. Freaking Mew. Here comes a Keldeo now. You know, pretty much anything will kill me, probably even like a Sacred Sword. So I really have to get out of here. And, you know, perfect. I have a perfect counter for it. It's gonna be my Tentacruel. It'll eat up water or fighting moves. In this case, a fighting move. It's not gonna do too much. It's great and all, and, I still haven't revealed that I have Rest. You know, it's kind of rare to see Rest on a Tentacruel. regardless, my opponent is going to switch out. And he's going to go into Deoxys. I mean, that's a wonderful switch there, since obviously Deoxys can like scare the fuck out of me. So, I do go for that rest, you know, in case that Keldeo does decide to attack, or you know, whatever. Regardless, I wanted to, you know, get all of my HP back. Now, my Tyranitar died. My only Dark type died, so nothing in my team is immune to Psychic. Nothing in my team wants to even take a Psycho Boost coming from Deoxys. I know how threatening that is, so I kind of had no choice but to just kind of let my Donphan die. It's kind of sad. Sometimes I love to keep Donphan, you know, alive, just because those Ice Shard is just so handy. But regardless, I'm going to go into my own Galvantula, and I'm going to go for the Bug Buzz. It will kill unless he's Sash, but he is not Sash, so down goes that Deoxys. And he's going to go into Victini now. He does step on webs. I do outspeed him, but I don't have any attacks that can one-shot Victini, so I have to use Volt Switch, just do as much as I can, and just, you know, run away. And I go back, and I go into Noivern. That's right. Expecting like a fire move, but turns out he's gonna go for Thunder. But luckily I do avoid it. I'm gonna go for Draco Meteor. It will naturally finish him off, thanks to my Galvantula's attack. Luckily I did land it, but of course I don't quite kill him. He lives with like 1 fucking HP. I'm like, what the hell, man? And he lands his second Thunder. I'm just praying, please don't paralyze me. Please, 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 please. And he does paralyze me. I'm like, what the hell? So, yeah, he actually switches out with like that speck of HP. I went for a Flamethrower because I didn't want to miss. I didn't think he was going to switch out, but, you know, I guess that's a great play. You know, regardless, I can't even do anything, so, you know, good play on my opponent's part. He gets a free switch. I have to switch out now. Don't want to get hit by any ice attacks or anything like that. But instead, he just goes for the Hydro Pump. You know, that's all good. I'll take it like a champ, eat it up. Still got my Black Sludge. Black Sludge is just so good. So, yes, I am asleep, but now I'm going to reveal to my opponent that yes, I have Sleep Talk. And luckily, I did not get rest. I rolled successfully a Sludge Wave. And what's really great is I also get a Poison, so hey, you know, my opponent got a Paralysis on me, and I get a Poison, so fair enough, right? So he lands a second Hydro Pump, so, and he gets a crit too, so, you know, pretty lucky, but honestly, this is not going to be enough, and thanks to that Poison racking up, this Keldeo is going to possibly faint before me, so this spread is pretty unique. This Tentacruel also has the Liquid Ooze ability, which works really well when you want to send it out and, you know, to like drain punchers. Basically what Liquid Ooze does is, if Tentacruel loses like draining attack, you know, draining, yeah, if it loses HP from draining attacks, your opponent also loses HP, so moves like Leech Seed and Drain Punch will force my opponent to also take damage. Anyways, I'm going to go for the Sludge Wave now that I am awake, and he nearly dies, and turns out he is also a mixed attacker. He's going to go for the close combat, but yeah, you know, it's great to be a poison type, so honestly, I think Tentacruel is a great Keldeo counter. It's an awesome Keldeo counter. It resists all of his moves. And there goes the Keldeo, so now comes the Victini. We already know he has the Thunder, but I'm just like, you know what? I'm not too sure about speed it, so let's just take a bet. And luckily I do outspeed it. And I'm just gonna overkill it with that Skull. So Tentacruel doing all kinds of work in this battle. I'm not sure which Tentacruel I like more. I really love the Swords Dancing Tentacruel, but this one also comes in handy very well. Here comes the Kangaskhan. Now is my opponent's last and final Pokemon, and I've been expecting it. I've been dreading it. This motherfucking Mega Kangaskhan. And we know how Mega Kangaskhan's work. They're just so frightening. I'm really fearing that Earthquake, but turns out he's gonna go for Sucker Punch, which I could see why, because he probably thinks I do outspeed him, and I probably do, since, you know, my webs are up. But his Sucker Punch does not work, since I went for the rest. And here I went for the Sleep Talk. I'm just praying, okay, let's see, let's not get rest, and luckily I didn't get rest. I go for a Sludge Wave. You know, I kind of wanted to Scald just a little bit more, so I can get that burn, but turns out he's gonna go for Crunch now, so he might not even have Earthquake, not too sure, but you know, Crunch also works really well because he has like twice the chance to drop my defense. So at this point I'm like, okay, I really need to roll Scald and potentially burn him. He actually goes for Sucker Punch, but actually it doesn't work with Sleep Talk, and I didn't know that. I thought that Sleep Talk was an attacking move, but I guess it's not. I'm gonna go for the Scald. Luckily I did get that Scald, and do I get a burn? Yes, I do. So now this Kangaskhan is pretty much rendered useless. Even his Earthquake probably cannot kill me. And if he does go for a Power Punch, it's a little bit too late, because naturally I do wake up this turn, and I'm just gonna go for that Sludge Wave, and it just actually finishes him off, so pretty darn sweet. Tentacruel walling and completely contributing to this battle. If you guys like this awesome Tentacruel spread, please leave that like. I can't stress that enough. It'll show the support to this channel. This channel is fairly new, so it'll help promote it, and hopefully I can keep leaving these daily battles just for you. And make sure to comment and remember to subscribe. Thanks for watching, guys.